Beauville. Don't underestimate the fact that I know what I'm doing. If you are inclined to worry, remember that I said, I know what I'm doing. Love, Julia. I had left that note. On the plane, I wonder if Dad will take me to a hotel or to a house. My father is heavier now. He has not lost weight. Something about his unbuttoned shirt and the soft, hairless chest reminds me of my own body. Our necks seem short or long, depending on how much food we eat in a day. He is so beautiful and young. I concentrate on enacting the precise movements of a real girl, someone he won't recognize. He does not believe my detachment and grabs my head as soon as I am in reach, pushing me against his chest, kissing my forehead, my eyelids, my lips. You are with me, he says. You are with me. You are with me. It's 6:30 in the morning here. The sun is barely out. Dad drives a boxy car with a big front seat and no seat belt, an American car. He asks about Charlotte and Mom. I told him where I am, I tell him. No, I am not here for anybody but you. I want to say, is it cheaper to raise a family in France than in America? Why did you leave? I like to hear him talk to see if he sounds like a Frenchman now. I want to know what he eats. I eat food that Mom thinks looks cute. She says, look at this soft white bread roll. It's incredibly tender. Doesn't it look so cute? And my sister agrees. We eat small, perfectly shaped things. Our freezer is full of nuggets, cutlets, patties, and sticks. Our cheese comes squares or triangles, Laughing Cow, Kraft singles. The kitchen drawers hold knives, the kind we buy from TB, the ones that cut through coins. When I was 8 years old, I stood in front of the class. We had to start a sentence with my dad. I fainted in front of everybody, hit my nose on a desk, and had to go to the emergency room. I have never been to Paris before. The last thing I hear is that it's going to be a long drive, and not to worry, that he'll buy me what I need. The first thing I say when I open my eyes is, I'm sorry. Dad says I look green and should get some sun. I have drooled on my chin. I see a driveway, a house that is white and thin, with 4 green shuttered windows. This is Beauville. We are in Normandy. This is my beach house, Dad says. He had called to wish me a happy birthday and told me there were tickets for Paris waiting for me at the airport. I think it's because I am his favorite, because of the way I look. I am the lighter version of him. I inherited his most graceful traits, the pouting lips, the narrow nose, the wide forehead. My eyes are blue. He used to build things for me as a kid. He made necklaces and earrings for me. I mean, with his own hands. He taught me to weld, to measure, to tell time. The jewels he made for me were always in silver, and everyone else's were aluminum, even Mom's. The house has not been opened in months, and the humidity is partially saline. I feel damp and uncomfortable, but also cold. There's something naturally dirty about a humid house, and I know that during my stay, I will never feel clean here. I open a window, letting drier air in, trying to forget that this is temporary. I am here to enjoy him not as a father, but as a man. Sometimes Charlotte and I worried that there were other girls who looked like us, with thick hair and handmade jewelry, whom he liked more than us. We imagined a better wife, a more youthful mom, someone with nice, soft legs who played tennis and went topless at the beach. The paintings on the wall are aquatic. A multicolored school of fish, a print of an ancient sailboat, black and white images of the French Atlantic coast, Vauville in 1890, the beginning of French surfers, some blonde, tanned, darker men with boards at their sides. Long wooden boards, impractical. These pictures have an ironic purpose, I realize. They tell the history of the beach across the street by pointing out to it that its visitors used to look ridiculous. The surfers are goofy, naive. Their one-piece bathing suit makes them look like they belong to the circus. This is hotel lobby humor, I think. This cannot be in my father's taste. He had a clarinet collection when he was with us. He kept it in a glass case against the wall. He bought them, fixed them up, and played them for me sometimes. When we were alone or when I was in the bathroom, he called it the potty serenade, and the lyrics were all about peeing, wiping, brushing teeth, and cleaning between the toes. He used to work from home, in a veranda with curtains, 3 desks, a computer, a fax with an answering machine, piles of rough paper folders marked with the names of his clients, Tano, Rosa, the Tamarins. After he left, we did not move a shelf or a table in his office. We didn't lift the cloths that covered his computer or part the curtains in the veranda. We closed the door. The phone still rang sometimes, and the answering machine spoke. "This is Francis Tangen's architectural firm. Please leave a message at the tone." Sometimes when my mom and my sister were away, I went in there to listen to old messages and took pleasure in the urgency I heard in their voices. It was like that until Charlotte and I found out Dad was living in Paris. That day, I walked into his office. I broke and tore what I could. I wasn't angry, though. There is a pool in the yard. It's beautiful and it looks clean. I don't have a bathing suit, but I want to go in. So Dad gives me one. It's lilac. A one-piece bathing suit that belongs to his new wife, I think. It's small on me. The thigh holes are much too narrow, and the breast part is completely flat. I imagine her as a starving tennis player now, and her children, if there are any, as well-behaved enfants who wear matching outfits with anchors. I go outside with Dad and sit on a lawn chair. He puts his towel down next to me. I want to tan and not be green, so I shut my eyes. I can feel my period and I don't have tampons, so I sit very still on the towel beneath me. I can't move or think or make a call. I am alone with my father after 88 years, and I have nothing to say. I wait for an apology, an explanation. I think this is what he has called me for, but it never comes. He asks me if I need anything from the grocery store. When I ask for tampons, he blushes. "Tampons? You have your things?" "Yes, I have my things," I say. After Dad is back, he watches me eat hard-boiled eggs. He doesn't seem happy for a daughter who is feeding herself. I think he has a desperate look. In front of me, I see a new man, an older, lazier man. Dad lies down on his orange and purple towel, waiting for me to talk. What's good about doing something if you're going to regret it for the rest of your life? This is what I ask him. "Do you really not understand, Giulio?" His face comes closer, his eyes more expectant. "You don't understand?" I look down at my knees. They are very round. Why I couldn't stay home with you girls? Why I had to leave and go somewhere you'd never find me? I look up and say, "No, Dad, I don't have a clue." He lifts his hand, puts it on the strap of his wife's wet bathing suit and tugs at it. He pulls the strap down and exposes my breast. He puts his hand around it. It's full and bigger than what he is used to. He takes my nipple in his mouth. My legs get hot. and the shock crosses me. It is the first time I feel this. He is twisted, letting out excited shrieks.